Tonight on The Hot House, the passion, the pressure.
It's really hard to be on this side of the fence and seeing everything and hearing certain things that other people don't hear.
The poison.
You're playing the game with intimidation, you're playing with lies, and you're playing with threats. Physical threats against other contestants.
Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Erica. You gotta love Mondays, an elimination followed by a brand new round of face-to-face nominations, all in the one show. For the first time, we have not two, but three couples, all with their heads on the chopping block. Each couple has handled the nominations in their own special way, some better than others, but tonight let's see how one couple handles walking away from the $2 million prize, some close friends, for 40 days of blood, sweat and tears.
Friendships were shattered after last week's nomination.
Every week, Amy and Chris come running to me going, I know it looks sus, but it's not the way it is.
Don't sit there and tell me that there's an alliance.
I'm trying to...
And it's been fiery in the house all week.
I'm sorry. Can I tell you on national TV that I'm a...
Absolutely acting like one.
Pete and Tina take being nominated in their stride.
I've stood here and got 48 votes in 3 weeks, and I'm happy.
But others are struggling with the sudden loss of popularity.
It just feels to me as though like they're rubbing it in my face.
They got 1 or 2 little votes against them, and the world's crashing in on them.
Wanting couple 14 eliminated has become a passion for some of our contestants. But splits in the group finally led to Pete and Tina being schmoozed by the other couples.
You guys are so strong. Like, I'm only just starting to deal with it now that you guys have dealt with ever since you've been in here.
Dinner conversation soon turned to the revelation Jules had approached Pete and Tina to talk voting strategy.
Yeah, but then she said, we just want to last as long as possible. So do we, but you voted me twice.
That is trying to get your vote.
The game of Chinese whispers is up.
Alright, just don't cast me as a liar because I'm not a liar.
The gloves are off and the contestants are swinging.
Don't let me stop you from having fun, Jules.
The desire to win this house is our couple's obsession.
I would like to create a house that actually has a lot of love in it, not bloody destruction from the front door to the back door.
Hey campers, we've got our 3 nominated couples here. You know you're up for elimination today?
No, really?
Yep, so I need you to go straight back to your vans, pack your bags, get ready to roll.
With the couples heading off to pack, there's an opportunity for Les to inspect their handiwork.
So what do you think of Pete and Tina's work?
Well, mate, pretty ordinary actually. They are hopeless. Never employ them, never. They do bugger all in the house. You can see his cut-ins wobbly around his famous black wall, but...
Wobbly work.
This is good. Painting's quite good. James found his forte in brickwork, and he did an absolute fantastic job out there. And Nat, she worked a bum off, so I really hope that they stay. I really hope they deserve to be in the game a lot longer.
How good's the painting job done by an artistic couple?
It's not bad. Benny was one of the better ones of the group, if not the best. They've got a vision, and they're trying to stick to it, which is good. And Benny's, his artistic side is starting to come through a little bit there, the colours and that. So, yeah, good luck to them.
I think if Nat and James leave today, they will not be leaving with their integrity, which she thinks they have so much of.
I don't think much of Benny Cat anymore. I've got no respect for them.
Previously, I called Natalie NATO because she only attacks when she's got the backing of her allies. But lately, she's starting to know that these people are backstabbers and they're liars, and they're conspiring against her and also us.
Pete and Tina aren't what you see on the TV, obviously.
Ben and Kat's packing is about to be interrupted.
Hey guys.
How are you?
How's the packing going?
Yeah,
I've got a little something for you that might make your day a little easier. A little prezzy.
Yes, is it for Benny?
It's for both of you.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's a replacement engagement ring from their parents. Ben lost the first ring during a trip to a nearby waterfall. But their joy is short-lived. It's elimination time.
It's that time of the week again. We have 7 couples here with us today. At the end of the elimination, there will only be 6. Please stand up. 2 weeks ago, Australia saved you from elimination. Last week, you were saved again. This week, Australia has decided that you're safe again.
I've just got shivers.
Please join the group.
Oh my gosh.
After the break, one of these couples will be saying goodbye to the $2 million dream.
It's elimination day. Pete and Tina have already been saved. It's now between Kat and Ben and James and Nat.
James and Nat, please stand up. James, Nat, this is the first time you've been up for elimination. And your last. You've been laid off.
That's all right.
See ya. See you around. Natty, wait for me. She bed.
Ben said it was strategic and they knew that they were going to be up for elimination, so, you know, they decided to take us with them, sort of thing. I don't know, I'm not happy in that respect.
It'll be hard to say goodbye to the house and hard to say goodbye to a few people in there, but not hard to say goodbye to everyone. So.
Yeah, as I said, there's a few sharks in that room at the moment. Ben and Kat for sure for causing the lies. I reckon Simon and Jules to a degree. I enjoyed the work, but I'm not going to miss it, that's for sure.
Everything.
Thanks, Paul. Sure. I'll see you soon.
For one of the hardest working couples on site, their final farewell in the canal is softened by a letter from Aussie John.
Hi James and Nat, Aussie John here. I'm sorry to see you leaving the house, but congratulations on being great contestants. You pulled your weight in the worksite and stood up for what you believe in, and you can't ask for more than that. So on behalf of Aussie, I've sent you both a little bit of a going away present in the box attached. You enjoy, John Simon. Thanks.
Oh, this is too many. How funny for you.
For my new career.
Oh my God, James.
Oh my gosh.
That's a $10,000 cheque from Aussie John.
That's our wedding. Oh my gosh.
Pretty good, huh?
Thanks, Johnny.
Back at the pavilion, there's a sense of relief, but the couples have no idea how close the votes were.
Australia, this is how you voted.
James and Nat were beaten by just 4%. So who was their nearest rival and who scored 66% of the vote? We'll let you decide.
We live to fight on.
Home in a van for another week.
Yeah.
It's not a big surprise, but I guess evil triumphed once again this week.
But there's no chance for our couples to relax. The Aussie John van is rolling into place for a new round of voting. There's only 6 couples left. Who's going to win the ultimate prize?
They've been scheming right from the beginning.
I didn't like how this person actually spoke to Brett after the elimination last week.
He talks too much, and he always has to be opinionated about something.
The reason I voted for this person is totally strategic. I think they're going to vote for us.
But the voting process is taking its toll on Jules.
It's actually the bitch fighting and the nastiness and the mudslinging that I really don't like. I think it's really negative, and it's the whole elimination process. I mean, I just so much prefer that Australia votes who stays and who goes, because it's nasty and it's not nice, and negativity breeds negativity, and it's just not what I'm used to, and I don't like it at all.
The hardest couples are still in there. And like I say, mate, we're not scared of a fight, man, and there's some people in there who haven't been voted for at all. And so I think they should come to the calling, mate, and see how the big boys do it, mate, and see where they can handle the pace.
Well, it's getting small too, and the group is getting smaller and smaller, so I mean, for people to
But we're definitely not
voting,
going to sell our soul to the devil, to be quite honest.
I've always just voted for people who I just thought, you know, well, don't get along with them, I'll just vote for them and things like that. But now I'm going to be more conscious of who's voting for who.
There's a possibility that we might not be up next week. We might be overseen by Pete and Tina.
But you never know.
You never know.
Pete and Tina, they've voted for us a few times.
Yeah.
We've missed our kids now for 8 weeks, and I want to make it worth it, and I want to give everything I've got, because that sacrifice means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Jules too.
It's bloody hard to be on this side of the fence and seeing everything and hearing certain things that other people don't hear, and having to get through every day. You know, it's not just a game. It is more than that, you know. You're trying to think of it and bring it back to the fact that it is just a game, but it's going to extend into our life, the repercussions of what happens in this place. And
After the break, Jules goes on the front foot.
the bit where you said that you were going to punch them in the face.
Oh, come on, mate.
Ames was there.
The sun goes down over what could be their home address. Inside the pavilion, the nominations are about to fire up.
So we're down to 6 couples. You've made it past the halfway mark of the competition, so well done. Let's get straight into it. Amy, please stand up. Who are you voting for?
I voted for Ben. Ben, I reckon you're unreal. The only reason I voted for you is that I thought that because Nat and James aren't here, you're probably going to vote for me and Christian. Oh, Christian, so that's the only reason.
Very cool.
Christian, please stand up.
My vote is also for you, Ben. As far as last week's concerned, that's all over and done with. The reason why I'm voting for you this week is purely strategic. That's why I'm voting for you tonight.
No worries.
That's 2 votes for Ben and Kat.
Who are you voting for?
Pete and Pat for you, mate. I'm voting for you because you're playing the game with intimidation, you're playing it with lies, and you're playing it with threats. Physical threats against other contestants, which I don't think is okay. Jules and I are very passionate about winning this house as well, and we want to do it the right way, so my vote goes to you because of the way you're playing the game.
Jules, please stand up. Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Pete. Pete, twice in the last couple of weeks, I've been in the unfortunate position where I've copped an earful of you making threats against other competitors here in the game. I don't think it's okay to make threats, ever, against anyone, and I've found it personally very upsetting and intimidating, and that's why I'm voting for you tonight.
Tell me what the threats were.
When Amy and I were in the house, you made another physical threat against people who sit in the Strait Coast shed, and Amy and I were both there, and I found it very upsetting, and I've thought a lot about it, and I thought it was time to let you know that I don't think it's right.
How can it be a physical threat? Physical threat is when you go to someone and you tell them you're going to do something. What I said to you is I said, look at them people over there. They voted me for sitting down and been sitting down for the last hour.
Okay.
That's hypocritical, that's what I said to you.
That bit was okay, the bit where you said that you were going to punch them in the face.
Oh, come on, mate. I didn't
Ames
say that.
was there.
I did not say that, mate.
And you said that they hadn't seen the worst of you yet.
No, I didn't say that.
What's your word against mine and Amy's?
Okay, well, you tell everyone here and Australia out there what happened when you come to the van that day as well, when you ran from the cameras, and you tell them all that. rather than lying about it.
Yeah, I don't have to do that. I can, you know what I will say though, is that you had a go at me and you said you're going to pick me off if because I'd voted against you in the past.
I said I should.
You intimidated me.
I've never given you a
that
vote, Jules.
time.
Never given you a vote, mate. If I was going to do it, I would have given you a vote last week.
That's fine, you can vote for me.
Well, I don't. I didn't. And I haven't.
I
So
know,
there's no truth in that.
There's a lot of reasons why
There's
I
no
had
truth in
chosen
that.
you
You're
to vote for
fabricating.
you.
You're fabricating it, mate.
Pete and Tina join Ben and Kat with 2 votes.
Tina, please stand up.
My vote goes to Brett. Brett, the reason why I'm voting for you this week is because I feel that you have too much to say in lots of issues. You're very dominating amongst the group. And also, you know, you said last week that you'd love to come for the ride. So basically that's why we're going to bring you along if we're up this week.
Brilliant. Thank you.
All right.
Brett, first time you've had a vote. Why do you think no one's voted for you before?
Because I've been myself, because I've been real, I've been genuine and honest and upfront with the way I say things, and I do think about this whole competition.
Pete, please stand up.
I'm voting for Brett. I don't know why you haven't been voted for previously. I just find these people here probably a bit too scared to vote for you, but me and Tina, we won't back from a fight. And the other issue is I just find you a bit too dominated with the people. If you don't get your ideas, you go and try to go see them and try to convince that their ideas are wrong.
That's interesting how you put that, especially with the kitchen and how I've pushed that onto everybody.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel, mate. So I believe that you need to come up as well, mate. You haven't been voted for, so you've dodged the radar, so you're coming up this week, mate.
Thanks, Brett. So far we have a 3-way tie. Brett and Jeff, Pete and Tina, and Ben and Kat are all on 2 votes each. Who will you be saving this week? Find out after the break. The Hard House.
Face nominations. Brett and Jeff, Pete and Tina, and Ben and Kat are all tied with 2 votes each.
Calvin, please stand up. Okay, Calvin, who are you voting for and why?
Before I vote, can I just respond to a couple of things Pete and Tina have said? Pete, mate, you know, I'm not afraid to vote for anyone in this room. I would vote for Brett. Only he's, you know, honest, he's got integrity, and I've had no reason to vote for him. Team, how you're treated in here is the phrase you used. I mean, what do you mean by that? Because, I mean, you are involved completely with this group. You know, Christian and Amy said they've got a great relationship with you guys. You play cards with people, you sit around people's caravans. We've been nothing but polite to you guys all week, so has everyone else, so, you know, where are you coming from there?
I just mean like in the weeks prior.
So we're treating you well now, aren't we?
Oh, it's been better.
One of the family.
It has been better.
But basically we're treating you with respect and dignity and being polite.
Yeah, some people are, yeah.
So I'm ready to vote now.
Okay.
This week my vote goes to Amy. Basically, yourself and Christian are pretty strategic in the way you're playing the game at the moment, so that just makes you 3.
No worries, thanks, Carl.
Heather, who are you going to vote for?
Christian, I'm voting for you. Basically, for the same reasons that Cal said, we're just thinking that you guys are being a little bit strategic at the moment.
There's now a 4-way tie.
Brett, please stand up.
Pete. G'day, mate. How you going?
I'm good, yeah, thank you.
I just wanted to start like that because it was something that you did to me and Jeff. You came into the kitchen and you hadn't spoken to us all week, right? You came in with a camera. First of all, you stumbled over who I was, and then you couldn't get my name right. So for me, it was sort of like, what were you trying to achieve? Now, to back that up, you came in here when we eliminated Nat and James, all right? You said to Erica that you didn't care what everyone else did when they voted. You said Australia are the ones that will see through it.
Sure.
So what are they seeing through, mate? If you're, you know, the person you are, you wouldn't be going around having a go at the girls like I brought up last week and which has been brought up tonight.
I give what I get, mate. If I get it, I'll give it back. If you can't handle it, then you've got the problem.
Thanks.
Jeff, please stand up. Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Tina. Tina, the reason I'm voting for you, basically sort of what you actually said about your partner. You stand up for your partner, I stand up for my partner. I didn't like what you said after our little discussion last week, after the elimination, you called Brett a and you walked off. And sorry, I'm just sticking up for him. You know, it's sort of hit and run.
That's fine. Okay, the score now stands with Pete and Tina on 4, while Brett and Jeff, Ben and Kat, and Christian and Amy are all tied at 2 votes.
So, Ben and Kat's votes determine who will join Pete and Tina.
Fire away.
Amy, I'm over you. I was just a little shocked last week to get a vote from you.
That's cool.
That's why I'm over you, so now.
One more vote for Christian and Amy, and they will go head-to-head with Pete and Tina, hoping that the Australian public will save them. If Kat's vote goes to someone else, we'll have 3 couples up for nomination.
For you, Christian. Today at elimination, you said that you wanted Ben and myself gone.
I did say that, yeah.
So that's why I'm voting for you guys. And best of luck beating Pete and Tina.
How do you feel about that, Christian and Amy?
I don't really mind. It's either going to be now or never.
Couple to beat them here at Pete and Tina, and if we can't beat them this week, then we're not going to beat them at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So we're next, and if we can beat them, then I believe we could probably win the whole house.
Okay, Australia, it's up to you. Pete and Tina or Christian and Amy? Who are you going to save?
If you want to save Pete and Tina, SMS the number 14 to 188 1110. If you want to save Christian and Amy, SMS the number 9. Alternatively, you can vote via our website. As for our eliminated couple, James and Nat, they're planning on spending their $10,000 from Aussie John on a wedding, so we're providing the ultimate honeymoon. The location? Heron Island on the Great Barrier Reef. Tomorrow night on The Hot House, post-nomination squabbles.
It's hard to talk to you, really, isn't it? I'm just trying to talk to you.
Well, tell the truth. You said that.
Yeah, I did.
Well, what do you mean by that? Why vote for me when you had no one else to vote for when you did that? You do me a favour by putting me up, man.
And with only 5 weeks to go, there's a stack of work to be done and only 6 couples left to do it.